off of the emotions and vulnerabilities of their patients, like for a living, they absolutely do not ever intend to catch feelings. They do not intend to catch feelings. Like, but
But I'm just such a bitch that he fell in love with me.
Well, we posted every Friday. See them corn emojis, then you know wild. I'm a jaded Gemini till the day I die, and I'ma talk my shit, but I don't play both sides. So
This is the latest TikTok thing. You know what this reminds me of? The Who the F Did I Marry series.
You're not helping the crazy allegations.
Look, I'm just being real. So she came on to TikTok, basically coming to share her story, right? And she talks about how her therapist, in her opinion, like manipulated her, and she thought that they were a thing. And a lot of the things that she's describing are just like normal interactions. But it's just interesting because she's bringing this to the internet on some, like, you can tell she's trying to rally up some support to be like, oh, F him. Yeah, if that would have happened to me, I would have thought the same thing as you. But everybody is like, hey, bruh, you know.
They didn't take the bait.
What do you mean? The therapist? Did the therapist respond?
Yeah, or
no.
Just the world in general.
Yeah, the world is like, hey, sis, this isn't what you think. Like, bro is not, from what you described, bro is not giving out the signals you think are happening.
Got you.
Like, and because of HIPAA, he can't even get online and defend himself or anything. He kind of just has to, like, you know, it's whatever. I don't think she's named him. I don't know, because we're kind of going to watch this together. I've heard about this, so I pretty much know what's going on, but I personally haven't listened to her.
There's like a whole thing about falling in love with your therapist, bro.
Yeah.
And why you shouldn't do it, why they shouldn't be okay with it.
It's a power imbalance for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is. But it happens a lot more than a lot of people would think.
I can see it happening.
Because a lot of people are, what they sapiosexual. I like, he's like, oh, he knows me. They know me.
Oh,
she knows
gosh.
me.
It's like, Brad.
Knows me so well. It's like, yeah, bro, because you're, yeah.
Someone in the chat said she said his first name by accident in a video or two.
She doxed him.
See, look.
She really loved, bro.
Man, this is crazy.
My boy done raised her up on accident.
Here, let's start this, because I have a feeling I'm gonna be like pausing it and crap. How long is each video?
That's 51 seconds.
So that's why there's so many freaking parts. She tripping.
Psychiatrist, and he knew that, and he kept me for years as a patient until I was brave enough to leave him. I want to talk about it. Usually when I go on this app and I have a question, I have a bunch of videos that pop up, and I searched in love with my psychiatrist and nothing happened. So I would really like to discuss what happens when we fall in love with our mental health professionals, and most importantly, the fact that there are so many people, especially men, that are emotionally dead inside, that feel called to going into psychiatry and therapy so they don't have to feel their feelings, but they can feed off of the vulnerability of their...
So... Nah, you first.
I was gonna say, people that talk too much usually tell you their
plight.
Yeah, by accident.
What happens?
It seems to me like, for one, you can't fall in love by yourself.
You really can't.
You can't fall in love by yourself.
That's not possible.
She went hard towards the end there. Yeah, bruh.
I guess you could be in love.
I feel like certain people go to therapy and learn certain jargon and become hell.
Absolutely.
Because what was that? She's talking about sometimes people, they do blah, blah, blah. Like, chill, bruh. It's given. That's what you got going on. And you got ahead of yourself. This round 1.
Yeah, that happened
Video
quick,
1.
didn't it? Yeah, the projection be real. What I was gonna get at is, I used to work around a lot of
Yeah.
therapizing.
Yeah.
So I've seen exactly what you're talking about. I've seen they always got little crushes and all that. And the reason why you don't see the tags is, like Naja so eloquently stated, that would be career
Yeah, that means you don't want to work
ending
no more.
for a lot of people, for them to be talking about what's going on like that. And bro, water's wet. Why? There's nothing to be talked about. Of course that happens. The problem with where you're coming from with it is, clearly you're not taking any type of I don't know if she's not remembering this right or what's going on. Maybe, I don't know, but it seems like she might have a skewed
She
memory
said
of what happened.
She has ADHD and stuff like that, and that will mess with your memory. But I don't know. I guess
Seems
you can view
choppy.
it as a negative or a positive, but a thing that the internet does for us is it gives us a broad perspective. You get what I'm saying? Like a unbiased perspective. So you brought your stuff to the internet, and the world's like, "Hey, sis, so this is why you're not seeing it. Like, you can't be in love and both people not be, this ain't it." And instead you keep going and going and going and going and make video after video after video. So
No, just the way she laid it out that quickly, it just seemed like choppy, like things were missing.
and she turned the comments off. How did he know? Right. How did he know? That
Sound
video?
ain't available.
Okay, hold on. There's subtitles. I told him often I had a crush on him. I told him that all the time, and I thought he was attractive, and he just would smile and not say anything because he's the king of plausible deniability. That's there. She's doing that thing again. Asked me if I had a crush on him, but he didn't do anything when I told him. Because that's his job. He can't, what is he supposed to say? What is he supposed to say to you? That's so odd.
She thought he was going to be like, yeah, I love you back.
No, for
I have
real.
a crush on you too.
This story is wild. He was just fine with the dynamic. He probably wasn't. He probably needed to pay his bills. Like, what is...
I'm telling you, this happens a lot.
I bet.
Happens a lot. And
Bruh,
people,
I could see it happening because if you got mommy issues, daddy issues, whatever, and this is why a lot of people pick what gender they even want their therapist to be based off of their
with
own
ethnicity,
right?
Because people fill in their own gaps.
Mm-hmm.
They truly do. I was a driver at one of these facilities, and I've been a tech at facilities, and it's like people, even like you were mentioning, when you have certain voids in your life and your personality, sometimes I think it can really sometimes turn into, if people fill those voids directly, inadvertently, or whatever, you might take it for what it ain't.
Right.
I don't love you just because I gave you a compliment, bitch.
Right. Or I said good job.
I don't love you
Like,
just
what?
because I said, hey, you look nice today.
Right.
I don't love you just because I bought you something. Bought you a Coke or a Pepsi or a water. I don't love you. Get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
I don't love you just because I opened the door for you, bitch.
And it's like, I'm not in love with you just because you express your feelings towards me and I didn't ghost you or dump you as a client.
Or tell you nothing crazy. I guess technically he could have been like, well, that's not really professional. Because, I mean, that's how I used to say things like, hey, we in no world can have that type of interaction. This is merely professional. I'm here to help you. I do care about you and your well-being, but not in that way.
I'm
we can't be like that.
I'm imagining in my head what she said. She said, whenever I say I like him, he just gets silent and smiles. It sounds to me like she's probably saying this to him during a session, and he's probably taking notes. Like, again, with my ICDC psychology degree,
Sure.
probably like, because it seems like he's pretty cold towards her emotionally, and she just keeps going. He's probably jotting down, very attracted to avoidant attachment styles. Like, I'm not giving you anything, and you're just like, you get what I'm saying? I wonder if maybe she met him in the front lobby or something with that. Would she get a different reaction? I still don't know how far this goes, mind you. I don't know if there's like a confrontation or something, but
Bro, I've had thousands of clients, bro, and I can tell you there's different ways that people try to get in on your mental.
Yeah.
Because like you said, a lot of these people, and there's different types of therapy that goes on. There's different types of facilities. If she's outpatient or inpatient, all of these things have like, they matter in this. They're variables in how much somebody might be a little bit attached.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you a facility hopper, oh, bro, you know all the ins and outs. You know weak links to exploit and all. Because some people...
I don't even know if she was like, how she even acquired the therapist. That's a good point, too. Like, has she been in therapy before? I think she's been in therapy before.
I think she's had relationships with therapists before.
Maybe. I don't know. But
That's
I know
how
for
she's
a fact
acting.
she knows what she's talking about. Like, her jargon. She be saying a lot of medical terminology. Because
you ask the other questions. Why is one in therapy?
Because she said she got ADHD and something else. I don't remember, but she's probably going to tell us. They said in the chat she only would go to him for like 30 minutes each session, which is about 6 hours in total that she had seen and spoken to him. What the helly? Someone else said he probably didn't know how she would respond. That's another thing. He knows the real tea. He got the real file, so he knows her mental state. Like, I'm not about to.
Assessment.
He's probably like, I'm not trying to trigger this bit. Like,
that's another thing, bro. When you be talking to people, I know your file, and depending on how much access you got into their little bro. You know, if you got diseases.
He loved it. And he had every ethical duty to end the psychiatric relationship when he found out that I had a crush on him. But he...
Psychiatric means like you getting meds, right?
I thought that just meant like you're dealing with the mind for real.
I just know psychiatrist gives you meds. Psychologist is like counselor. No meds, right? Let me know in the comments, y'all. If any.
He kept me for years after. And this is what I mean. He was a 38-year-old, attractive, smart,
subjective,
extremely successful psychiatrist, but he did not date. Why didn't he date?
Probably because he's working.
He got his emotional needs met, feeding off of his patients.
No, he probably didn't date because he didn't want you to know. Why do you need to know who he's dating? Like, that's like another. You feel me?
That's not your business.
But do you get what I'm saying? That's how people operate. Why would I tell you my real life?
Like, what?
We are not that close. Do I care about you as a person? Yes. Do I care about your needs? Yes. Are you about to know what you about to look up my bitch on Facebook?
Like, what are you doing, bro?
Bro,
you know, that's a good point. You don't know who he talking to. Like, leave what?
But you mentioned the real meat and potatoes. He has the psychosocial assessment.
Right. He knows what's really going on here.
He knows your little That's why I'm like, ADD. Who said she had
ADHD?
That's what she said. That's what she said, Naja. But you know the type of person that be trying to usually sleep with the therapist usually is the type of person that needs control over a situation.
That's why I said he probably was just smiling, being quiet, and writing down like all this crap. But she said he loved the fact that I was in love with him and even accidentally caught feelings himself. How do you know how he felt?
I think these videos would be a little bit less one-sided if we had a good reason
Sorry,
to
but what
actually
did you
feel
want
that
him
way.
to do?
I feel
Get
like
rid
this
of you as a
person needs to
patient?
get off the
Yes.
internet.
Yes.
They're
That's
wilding
what
pretty
they're
good.
taught in psychiatric training, is that the moment that there is romantic feelings, it is on them to train.
Girl, you're not a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a behavioral therapist. You're none of that. How do you know what they got going? Is she a therapist as well? Because I know some therapists have therapists.
Magic.
Because I'm like, girl, you sound like you wrote the handbook.
That's another thing that they be doing. You ever heard of like a prison lawyer? Like the people that been to jail so many times, they basically are lawyers.
Yes.
That's what she's basically is for psychiatrists. When people go to therapy for so long, it's like, you really have the answers to all your questions. You're really the psychotic one. You're really projecting, saying, I should stop, but I just keep, like, it's you. Now, should that therapist probably run for cover
Hell
because
yeah.
you're crazy? Yes.
Hell yeah.
1000%. Is it probably
Transfer
unethical
that
at this point if they are aware that you're this psychotic? Possibly.
I want to know if she's even actually expressed any of this to him or not. Like, because I don't know, bruh. I don't know.
He might be genuinely concerned about you, bro. Trying to help you not get a grippy sock vacation, and you're just not helping. Maybe I got it all wrong.
Without a doubt. He was the one with the medical degree. He was the one that knew better. But he loved the attention that I gave him too much to do the right thing. So yes, that...
I don't like your tone.
Was I going through something psychologically? Let me be perfectly clear.
Were you going through something psychologically that made you comfortable talking to him, and because he was attractive and that you had a crush on him?
That is a wild question.
Here, even if I was going through something psychologically, it was on my psychiatrist to do something about it, because he was the one with the ethical training and the psychiatric knowledge. So, to answer your question,
Why is she acting like they had like an intimate, like physical relationship or something while she was going through a mental breakdown or something? Like, somebody need to take her phone. She don't got like a cousin or something?
She don't got a caretaker?
Or something. Like, where's your mom?
I don't know.
Where your dad at?
Them glasses ain't hiding them beady eyes either.
Yeah, bro. She's pretty turned.
She need to calm down.
I was not going through something. I was simply wanting to go back on ADHD meds. And I told him in my intake about some of the family stress that I had went through, relational stress, and he also diagnosed me with not only ADHD, but other trauma, stressor-related disorders.
This is why you
He did
can't
not
be
tell
messing
me
with
about that
BetterHelp.
diagnosis until I asked him a year and a half later. But what he did with that diagnosis was he used it to recreate attachment bonds and make...
There go that therapy talk again.
You feel me? Like, you do this, bro.
Okay, I don't know who you are, but you absolutely get it. Because...
Oh, yeah. So this had phases. It started out with people like being on her side. It started out with people being like, oh, he must have really been manipulating you because, you know, you have ADHD. He must have really been taking... But then the more people started seeing this, and it was like, nah, bro, something's not right in the water, bro. Like, something's off. This doesn't, And then sure enough, it just kept going. Somebody else in the chat said she just posted sometime today talking about she was going to convert to this dude's religion or something. Like, how is that his fault, bro? How is that his fault?
Predatory psychiatrists who feed off of the emotions and vulnerabilities of their patients, like for a living, they absolutely do not ever intend to catch feelings. They do not intend to catch feelings. Like, But
I'm just such a bad bitch that he fell in love with me. So
He just loves me like that.
Like, bruh, what is happening?
oh, I know it's common. But what's unethical about this situation is that my psychiatrist did not help me work through my feelings. What my psychiatrist did was stayed completely silent as I would pour out my love and devotion to him. And he just drank it in and did nothing to help me work through those feelings. Nothing to help me work through past attachment issues. Nothing to help me.
My thing is, I'm just thinking, like, if you went to, I'm about to wrap this up because she has so many freaking videos, but I'm just thinking, like, if somebody went to a sex therapist and they had, like, a hypersexuality problem and they were just, like, constantly trying to be lustful to the therapist knows that you're paying them to help you.
Right.
So they're like, okay, I'm not going to feed into this, but I'm going to take note of this, and I understand you're only doing this because...
And I'm going to write you a prescription
for
the honey pack.
Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see what she thought. I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think that she definitely went to the wrong type of therapist, maybe. But I do like that person in the comment right there. Huh?
She should have downloaded Tinder or something.
She honestly just needs to go, like, read a book or some shit. Like, why are you still trying to see this man?
Just chill on him.
But they were like, yeah, it's common for you to love your therapist,
I
bro.
learned that through this experience.
They just need to set boundaries.
Many broken and wounded men are attracted to psychiatry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he let me see him every month, even though I only had to see him every 3 months. This is what I mean. He loved attention from me. He didn't ever tell me, I only need to see you every 3 months.
Girl, it was a month. What's a month?
This is the hard part about this story.
That nigga said, I need that copay.
So good.
I need the copay.
He was really smart and good at being a predator. He had been a psychiatrist for 12 years.
So the question is, why didn't you file charges, bitch?
Ask me to give him sexual content. I did that on my own. And
whoa. Bruh, you can go to jail for that. You can go to jail. That's illegal. You can't just be sending hello?
You sending this man booty pictures?
You was spreading it?
You sending this man booty pics?
Yeah, no.
I don't think she went to therapy for no ADHD,
nah,
bro.
Bruh. What's going on?
And he let me keep talking. He did not stop and redirect the conversation as a normal
Hey,
psychiatrist
yo. Hoochie coochie?
Bruh.
And he also didn't stop me when I told him that I had a crush on him many times.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You should have said that first, bro.
Right.
I didn't mean to fall in love with my psychiatrist. He used things and trauma that I went through in the past.
I wonder what was going through bro head when he sent the pictures. This
like, yo, this bitch.
Hey, yo, what
She's
the?
wildin'.
It's overused in our society. However, there were so many traits.
But now that I'm thinking about it, if everybody be following, this probably happens more than we think.
Right.
I just got done with a run at the gym, and I just had to take.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody, because like I said, the whole daddy issues, mommy issues things. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody caught feelings or whatever, but I'm sure they don't say anything, and then it just goes away over time. Like, being attracted isn't the same as like, oh, I want to pursue a relationship. You could be like, oh, that's an attractive person, and go on about your life.
But
bruh.
that lady crazy as hell.
Bruh.
I have no intention on. No way. Yeah, this is it's a doozy.
Say that this is what an ethical situation with transference looks like. A male provider, when their female patient has a crush on them, saying, "Let's explore that.
Let's not explore that.
Let's
No, I'm gonna
learn
lose my
the
license."
trauma behind why you have an attachment to an authority.
Oh my goodness.
I fell in love with my psychiatrist, and he knew, and he kept me until I had the strength to leave after 4.
Stop it. Get some help, please.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so fucking handsome, take your bitch for ransom. Yeah, you have some plans, but she not finna answer. For the Gemini, she gon' cut you off like Kendra.